Initiate.
Welcome back to a different episode of Enter the Wolf Time today. I am your host as always, GREATJOJOMAN, and
this is Clarkey 991, and this is our top 5 favourite GW models of all time.
Of all time! Okie dokie, well, this is Clarkey's top 5 favourite Games Workshop miniatures. And anyway, starting at number 5, do you want to take us through this, Clarkey?
I most certainly will do it. Sorry, the Imperial Guard Cajun Casgrin. This is basically, I have some sort of affection with World War II, because I used to play Airfix when I was little. And I think these are what best represent those fighters. They're a little bit less modern, so to speak, and I just think they look damn awesome. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, I just like the armour on them, because it's like, the Imperial Guard aren't known for having good armour. I mean, they're known for having, like, basically armour that is the thickness of tissue paper, aka flak armour. But the armour on these guys, on the Kassakin models, they just look so chunky and nice. Plus, they got the Hell guns or the Hotshot Las guns or whatever they're called now. I like the helmets as well. The rebreather that they have just looks awesome. Just looks awesome.
Yeah, just too good. Too good. Right, going on to number 4.
Number 4
is the Space Marine Librarian in Terminator armour, should I say. Yeah, again, just another badass looking model. I just think he looks so pimped out in his copious.
You be pimping? Hey man, you Space Marine Librarian, you be pimping them hoes, motherfucker.
He strikes me as the type who would, after work, just go down to the strip bar and and spend all his money. I just think he's not pointing to enemy, he's pointing to that one special woman in the corner of the bar. He says, I choose you! But yeah, he looks so good. And I think Jojo Man's interpretation of it, what's your...
the Sin Eater librarian guy with the big psychic blast flying out.
I think it's so well suited, and I just think he looks awesome.
He is a pretty good model, hence why I chose him for my librarian. Because of all the little extra bits on it, like on the detail and stuff. There you go.
And yeah, so we're moving on to number 3, and I've chosen a relatively new model to the whole GW world.
It's not really GW, it's Forge World, but we're going to allow it because it is that goddamn awesome.
Yeah, I have cheated a little bit here, and it's the Contemptor Pattern Dreadnought, and I've got to say, it is just a great sort of variance on the Dreadnought. I think it looks more realistic.
Looks more human, doesn't it?
Yeah, because if you look, which I'm going to contradict myself soon, but if you look at the normal Dreadnoughts, they look a bit clunky. They look like they'd walk as if they're dancing like your dad.
Dancing like Dad dancing. Dad dancing.
We all know what dads dance like, so I just think it looks more. It looks proper good.
I just think all the joints and stuff are all perfect on it. It looks more like it could articulate more, and it could bend in ways that the regular Dreadnoughts couldn't.
Yeah.
The fact that the torso to it is really big and chunky as well. It just looks ace. And my favourite bit of it really is the legs. I just think the legs just look really different. They just look really detailed.
Would be good if they just had joints as well, so it would just make posing them so much easier.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, only in a dream world. Anyway, moving on to number 2. Now, as many of you early subscribers of my channel will know, is that I did not start off with a world of 40k. I started off with a world of Lord of the Rings, and many people jumped on this Lord of the Rings bandwagon when it was very popular.
I hate Lord of the Rings.
Fucking love it.
I hate it with a passion. Oh god. No, just... the models, are good. The game system... Hey! The models are good, just the whole game system for the original Lord of the Rings, shite.
See, that's where, as a complete painter, I do not know gaming whatsoever. I don't have a viewpoint. As a model, Legolas stood on a rock couldn't be more a good representation of how good he was in the film. I just think they've got the sculpt dead on here.
Yeah, it is. It's fairly accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
It looks a lot better than Aragorn.
His face looks a bit funny though, but yeah, I've got to say better than Aragorn.
Yeah.
Aragorn kind of looks like on this particular picture that we're using, looks like he's about to fall over.
He does. If there was a big strong gust of wind, he would be. Yeah, go on. But yeah,
it's like you can swear on my channel if you want, Clarkey.
He would be. He would be fucked. Putting it simply, as I say, yeah. So reason it's number 2, not number 1, is because this is what got me into painting, and yeah.
I think that first model that you do, or the first set, will always hold a place in your mind, really. Because I remember the first set I ever painted, and it was the old Orc. It was actually the Orc Stick Bombers set. Even though there was really no need to model stick bombs back in the day. I mean, this is going back almost 9 years ago. Probably even longer than that. I can't even remember it was that long. I would just want my hand on the desk. But yeah, that was the first one that I ever did. And yeah, you're right, it does stick in your head.
I think that would be a good little comment thing, is tell us what your first model is and whether it still stays in your mind. Yeah, that's a good idea, viewers. If you want to just leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below, what was your first model, and why did it stick in your head? What did you like about it? Was it the first one that drew you into the hobby, or was it one that your friend gave you, or you inherited off someone? Let us know. We'd like to hear it. Most definitely. And then going on to the most important of the list is number 1, and this is just the bog standard Space Marine Dreadnought. And this, as much as Legolas got me into Lord of the Rings painting, this particular model got me into 40k. I just think it is just, I don't know, I just really like it. It's the epitome of the 40k universe, really. Just big, clunking machinery, which is armed to the teeth with guns, with a dead guy piloting it. Well, half dead guy. What more could you want? It's the true thing. It's life after death. Apart from, it's not really life. You've got a big metal robot around you, and you're shooting the shit out of stuff. But I do like it. I mean, the Dreadnought models. I think in total I actually have about 5 Dreadnought models, and I've converted many more for friends and stuff. They're just a dream to convert because they're so diverse. There's so much what you can do with that one kit. It's brilliant. Yeah. I would like to, because I have my Screaming Eagle one, and then I do in fact prefer my Ultramarines Dreadnought, where I'm sure you've seen the pictures. Yeah. I just prefer it. I'll build you a custom Dreadnought if you want. It was my birthday on Sunday. No, I was kidding. Oh, it was, yeah. Happy birthday, Clarkey, for Sunday. Yeah. And now halfway to 40. Oh, God. Dear. But yeah, that was my top 5. Dear. A quick recap was the Imperial Guard. Number 5. Cajun. How do you pronounce that? Kassakin, I think. Well, that one. Number 4? For number 4, Space Marine Librarian. Number 3, the new Contemptor Pattern Dreadnought, new entry this week. And then, obviously, Legolas Stood on a Rock. And then number 1, we've just covered, is a Space Marine Dreadnought. Cool, well, that's Clarkey's top 5. On to my top 5 next. See you in a second. Okie dokie, this is this is the Great JoJoMan, so my top 5 miniatures. And kicking the ball off with number 5, it is the White Scar's very own Korsaro Khan model. Now, I like this because it's mainly the basis for most converted Ragnar models that are in the for Space Wolves. It's just really cool. The whole power armor of this, especially on the legs, it just looks really chunky and somewhat quite cartoony in a way in terms of the sculpt. I like the way the cape's like flicking out the side as he's like strolling on. It looks like he's about to bitch smack someone with that massive sword that he's got. I like all the White Scar's iconography on it as well. It just looks like a really genuinely nice model. Like I say, I just love the leg armor on it and the chunky power armor. It's brilliant. Yeah, I also like it. In fact, when I was going about choosing what bits to buy for my Screaming Eagles army, this guy was a certain contender to be my chapter master. But the one thing which held me back was the fact that there's an ice cream van. Oh my god! Ice cream! Ice cream! I diverge. Yeah, it's just the sheer amount of iconography on it. I've also noticed he's actually got a shrunken head on his belt. If you look closely, I never noticed that before. Well, Korsaro Khan clearly likes to shrink heads and keep them with him. Maybe he likes to
play basketball with him. Maybe he likes to put one on the end of his shower head so water comes out the mouth in the morning. You just don't know.
Maybe it's his wife.
Maybe.
They had an argument.
Do Space Marines have wives?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Right, okay, anyway, moving on. On with number 4. Number 4 is the Dark Angels Chief Librarian, Ezekiel, another Space Marine. Now, you might be thinking, hang on a second, Jojo, what are you playing out here? You're a Space Wolf player? Why are you liking Dark Angels stuff? And, well, the fact of the matter is that it is, regardless of whether it's Dark Angels, it is a nice model. Again, the whole pose that this guy has, the fact that his power sword is pretty custom as well. It's kind of like, it's not really got much of a, what's that bit that goes across the hilt, is it?
It is a hilt.
Yeah, it's not really got much of a hilt on it. It just looks pretty cool. The fact that, he's hooded as well, and he's got a rebreather on, which looks interesting. It looks kind of like a ninja mask almost, like a ninja hood. But again, the power armour, really chunky. I like that, because I think some of the models from the Games Workshop range just don't cut it when it comes to, how the power armour looks. It just doesn't look too nice.
Yeah, I just think the whole robed idea of a robed Marine is just somewhat mysterious, and I just love it.
It's like, why is it, all the other Marines are like, hey, why is he wearing a dress?
Or it's exactly like at the beginning of a Lord of the Rings film where they meet Strider.
Yeah, quite mysterious.
Yeah, and I just think,
with the hood and everything.
It asks so many questions, if that makes sense.
Like, what does his face look like underneath that mask, underneath that hood? Maybe, underneath that mask, there is a battered cod. You just don't know. Maybe there's a battered cod for him. He's got a battered cod for a mouth. You never know. But yeah, just the robes on it. It just looks really nice. I know a lot of people don't like the robed Space Marines and stuff like that.
I just love them.
Because it's not practical for battle. And the fact of the matter is that power armor is that awesome that even if it wasn't practical, it wouldn't hinder a Marine at all, because it's powered armor, for Christ's sake. It'll rip through cloth in like a second with no effort whatsoever.
Yeah, I just wrote Marines.
For the win.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to number 3. This is, I really like this one. This is a relatively new one in the past couple of years. This is the Oiler Grot, and I just love it. Not so much for the grot. The Squig's face just looks, it's just a mixture of shock, surprise, and terror. I mean, this sheer horror that this grot is milking its bodily fluids to use as lubricant for engines. It's like this squig probably sprouted into life, happy and frolicking, and now look at him. Look into his eyes. Look into his soul. He's just not happy with life.
It'd be so much better if they drew eyeballs.
Yeah.
Just a real. I know it's not
maybe
supposed
like
to be cartoony, but it's just like.
Or maybe big like puppy dog eyes, like, oh no, what's happening to me? But the squig does look surprised, and the grot just looks general derp. Just looks generally befuddled. The grot's just like, but what do I do with this? I don't understand.
So my job is what?
So my job is what now? Put the oil where? Oh yeah, but that's just a really nice model. But the thing is, the price, £5.10, £5.10 for something that's as big as you. Well, I'm coughing. I'm that angry. For like one of the smallest goddamn miniatures in the 40k range. Stupid. It's like about half as big as your thumb. £5.10.
Actually,
Games Workshop, sort your acts out. In fact, it's the height of a circular base. He's roughly the height, if not smaller than a circular base. He's tiny.
Yeah.
Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that a rip-off?
Well done, GW.
Well done. Sort your fucking act out. Okay, anyway, on with number 4. Now, this is a different pace from my usual 40k related fanaticism. This is the Stone Troll with Great Axe. Now, again, this isn't a collector's range from Games Workshop, because you can't actually buy these guys anymore in the stores, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because I really like the Stone Troll models. This one in particular. Just because of his facial expression. He's kind of like, he looks a bit thick, but at the same time, he looks really cross with something. Like, maybe someone's just up and bitch smacked his mum or something like that, and now he's like, yeah, I'm going to get some ponage on with my great axe. But on the reverse of these models, the scales and stuff that's on their backs are absolutely fantastic. Really, I've had the pleasure of painting one of these before, like many years ago, and when you you paint the scales, and when you ink in between them, because the scales are so raised up, the ink just sets perfectly in them. It's really nice. Plus, I mean, he's got like other little details, like you got his like skull necklace and stuff. His raggedy ears as well, which have been a lot of fight. But I mean, I just like his nose. Although, Clarkey, don't you think his nose looks like Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants?
Yeah.
He's like got a dick nose like Squidward.
I was going to say it looks like a dick, but he does look like.
He got a weird for a nose.
Balls of Chilean. He just looks like he's like, you're not from round here sort of type, doesn't he?
You're not from round these parts, are you?
And then he'll just like...
Either that or, we don't take kindly to your types around here.
I prefer your voice now.
We don't take kindly to your types around here. Ma, give my shotgun. I gotta go hit them with my big ass axe. But yeah, so that's number 4. That's the Stone Troll with the Great Axe. Now my number 1 favourite. Now this is a very decommissioned model by Games Workshop. Number 1 is Zacharias, the Ever-Living on Zombie Dragon. Now this model is brimming with detail. It is overflowing with sheer detail. Now, I mean, because I used to do vampire counts, as I explained in one of my previous videos. I used to do them before I met with a very nasty dwarf player, and he put me off the idea of Warhammer Fantasy for good. But yeah, Zacharias the Ever-Living. Not only is his character set and rule set absolutely amazing, but the model is as well. And it's models that we're looking at here, not the rule sets. Just like the way that the kind of dragon is kind of going crazy, just on one foot. It's maybe a bit out of control, because dragons apparently don't take too kindly to being raised, from the dead.
Bit of an inconvenience.
Yeah, you just died. You're at the pearly gates or hell, wherever dragons tend to go when they die. All of a sudden, you're dragged back to your rotting corpse, and it's just like, what the fuck? Whoa! Just going nuts. But anyway, on with the actual model. I love the fact that it's got like some intestines hanging out. There's loads of patches of open flesh on there. You can see ribs, you can see muscle, you can see all kinds of stuff. The zombie dragon's head itself as well just looks really nice as well. Kind of all decomposed, but still got the scales and stuff. The tail as well, with its it's like showing spine still as well. That's really nice, and the feet as well, showing skeleton through. Really good. The Zacharias model as well, actually, the Necroarch vampire on top of it, really cool as well. He just looks like he's really pissed off and he's really angry about to smite someone. There's a really good sense of dynamic movement with this model, with the way that the dragon is posed and in relation to the scroll that Zacharias is carrying. It's just really nice and flowing. Plus Zacharias' staff is pretty awesome as well. The whole Necroarch vampire is really good. Probably one of the best Necroarch vampire models that ever has been made by Games Workshop. And then you've got this really weird thing up top, which is like I don't know, I suppose it's some kind of familiar carrying one of the books of Nagash, because Zacharias the Ever-Living is in possession of one of the books of Nagash that he stole off Melchior, which was his old master. But anyway, we're not going to get into too much of the fluff.
Yeah.
But yeah, in total, a really nice model. Really nice model. The only thing about this model that really lets it down is the fact that it's a pain in the arse to put together, as many of my older Games Workshop friends will tell you that have this model. It requires so much pinning. I mean, really, there's only 2 points of contact it has to the base, and that leg actually holds the whole weight of the model on top. The wings are plastic, but it's still a bloody heavy model. What are your thoughts on the Zacharias model, Clarkey?
I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen it before. I like it actually. As you mentioned, the detail on this model it is quite something, and I think it does live up to being a zombie dragon.
Yeah, I don't think there is a... I don't know, there's a new zombie dragon I think out, but I don't think it's nearly as good as this one.
Yeah,
nearly as good.
You can't have enough zombies in anything.
Oh, no. Zombies make the world go round.
And I think it's funny because as a person who's never really looked into fluff of any sort before, when you sort of relate fluff to the model itself, it just makes it far more interesting.
Oh yeah, it kind of ties it a bit more to the Warhammer Fantasy world.
Yeah.
It's just really, really cool. I mean, everything on that model, regarding to the rules he's got the Book of Nagash, he's got his staff, he's got the black it's like the black bracelets or something. You can't actually see on that picture, but he has got these bracelets that are all painted black by the wonderful work of the heavy metal team. And obviously he's got like unlimited dispel scrolls as well, which is what he's carrying. Obviously he's riding a zombie dragon. It's one of the most accurate models representing to magic items and war gear that there is, I think, personally. I could be wrong. If you guys want to correct me, you can do. I'll take that on board, no problem.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, that was my top 5 Games Workshop miniatures, and oh my god, I rambled on for 11 minutes and 41 seconds. Jesus Christ. So anyway, running down that one, we got number 5, Kusaro Khan. Number 4, the Dark Angels Chief Librarian Ezekiel. Number 3, the Oiler Grot. Number 4, the Stone Troll, the Great Axe, and finally, number 5, that's not gone the right way. We've done that backwards. Anyway, never mind. Okay.
This is your number 1.
This is anyway, the number 1 is a Zagreus the Ever Living model. I kind of made a hash of that. Oh well. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, that's it pretty much, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed listening to me and Clarkey ramble on for a while. And yeah, we will see you again soon. See you now.
Bye.
Goodbye. Okay guys, just a quick one before we go. Yeah, if you'd like to find out how Clarkey got here, don't forget to click this annotation link. Whatcha? It's there now, up on your screen. Click it and find out how Clarkey got here. Yeah, it's pretty funny. You guys like it. Yeah, anyway, I'm off to the pub now. See you guys next week. Goodbye.